Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud Learn to Lead. This is Ashu. Today we will discuss very important current affairs of 4th or 5th of October 2020. You can see in the picture there are two very big news of the 4th and 5th, but today we will discuss 5 to 6 very important news of the day. But before proceeding, I want to discuss one thing with you, that is the Affairs Cloud PDF subscription. You can buy this subscription by two methods. First of all, you can visit our website, that is affairscloud/current affairs, or you can directly visit the description box below this video and you can visit this link. You can directly go to the subscription page. What you will get in the subscription PDF, you will get the daily current affairs, you will get weekly PDFs, you will get weekly test. This is very important for evaluation yourself. And this is the monthly PDF. This is again very important because this is not one PDF. There are 5 type of video, that is the PDFs. You can see here current affairs, question and answer top 100. It means it covers top 100 current affairs of the month. Second is the banking, finance and the economy PDF. This is very important who are preparing for the banking exam. There is third number current affairs pocket PDF. This is very good for the revision perspectives. So these are very important monthly PDFs, and these are included under one subscription. Whole things are included under one subscription at very minimal cost. You have to visit our site and you will be surprised if you see the cost, and on that cost we are providing you 10% extra discount, that is ASH10. If you use this code in the referral code, that is the ASH10, then you will get the 10% extra discount. Now let's proceed to the 4th and 5th of current affairs, and here is our first news. That is the most important news. PM inaugurates Atal Tunnel, that is the world longest highway tunnel, in which state? So this is very important and this question will be asked, and I am 90% sure that this question will be asked. That PM inaugurates Atal Tunnel. Most important keyword here is the Atal Tunnel. World longest highway tunnel in which state? So the question is very simple, but the information is very important. And it is the state of Himachal Pradesh. Maximum student mark the Jammu Kashmir or Ladakh, but it is wrong. The answer is the Himachal Pradesh, because Atal Tunnel is the world longest highway tunnel in Manali area of the Himachal Pradesh. Total length of the tunnel is the 9.02 kilometers. So remember guys, 9.02 kilometer, and it is constructed by the BRO, that is the Border Roads Organization. Total cost is the 3,000 or approximately 3,000 crores, or you can exactly mark it as the 3,300 crores, but you can approximately remember this, that is the 3,000 crore. And it connects two areas of the Himachal Pradesh. One is the Manali, second is the Lahaul Spiti. So remember this, one is the Manali, second is the Lahaul Spiti. So there are two areas which are connected under this Atal Tunnel, that is the Manali and the Lahaul Spiti. So before this tunnel, it was very difficult to the people of the Manali and the Lahaul and Spiti, because it was cut off for 6 months due to heavy snowfall. But now it reduces the road distance between Manali and Leh by 46 kilometer. And it means if you calculate with the time, then it will be the 4 to 5 hours. That is huge. And the distance between Manali and the Kelong in the Himachal Pradesh will be reduced by 3 to 4 hours. Just remember, it will connect Manali and the Lahaul Spiti. It is connecting Manali and the Lahaul Spiti. I repeated 4 or 5 times, so remember this. So what is the background of this project? This project was announced in 2002. That was during the Atal Bihari Vajpayee time period. But foundation stone of this tunnel was, you can say, the laid by Sonia Gandhi ji. Sonia Gandhi ji in 2010. So remember this also. Foundation stone was laid by Sonia Gandhi ji at that time when Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister, and in 2010. So this was the background, that in 2002 it was announced by Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, and foundation stone was laid in 2010 by Sonia Gandhi ji, and in 2019 it was renamed as Atal Tunnel by the name of the Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, because earlier its name was Rohtang Tunnel. This is very important, remember this. Rohtang Tunnel, Rohtang. Rohtang is the area in the Himachal Pradesh. So Rohtang Tunnel. Remember these, all the information which I told you. So Chief Minister of the Himachal Pradesh is Jairam Thakur ji. Governor is Bandaru Dattatreya. And there are very important national parks in the Himachal Pradesh. One is the Great Himalayan National Park. That is the Great Himalayan National Park. Next is the, you can say, Pin Valley National Park. This is very important. It is asked in the SBI exam. Next is the Kheer Ganga National Park is also there. Kheer Ganga is also there, National Park. So remember this: Great Himalayan National Park, Pin Valley National Park, Kheer Ganga National Park. This is very important. There is one more, that is the Indar Killa National Park. INDER Indar Killa National Park. Great Himalayan, Pin Valley, Khir Ganga, and the Indar Killa National Park all are in the Himachal Pradesh. These are very, very important national parks in the Himachal Pradesh. So remember Himachal Pradesh. Now you can see here, Modi ji inaugurated this Atal Tunnel, that is 10,000 feet above, you can say, that from the sea level, and it is in Manali. So remember this. So remember two important thing. I am telling you very important information. There are two parts of the tunnel. One is the north part. It is known as the north portal, and second is the south portal. And North portal is the Lahaul Spiti. Remember this. North portal is the Lahaul Spiti, and south portal is the Rohtang or Manali. Because I am saying that it connects Manali to Lahaul Spiti. So remember, south portal is the Manali and north portal is the Lahaul Spiti. How you will remember the south pole is the Rohtang, that is the known as SR, that is the Shah Rukh Khan. So remember this, Shah Rukh Khan, that is the Rohtang, Rukh means Rohtang, and S means the Shah Rukh. So by this you can remember, that is south portal is the Rohtang, or you can remember Rohtang is in Manali, and north pole is in the Lahaul and Spiti. This is again information, one more you can add in the your notes. And second important information, it comes under the Pir Panjal range. So remember this also, Pir Panjal range. So moving to our next question. Who inaugurated a virtual summit named as Vaishvik Bhartiya Vigyanik, known as the BEVV Summit 2020? Mark under important section. Atal Tunnel mark under most important section. But mark this question, that is the Vaishvik Bhartiya Vigyanik Summit 2020, mark under the important section. So what about this summit? So this summit is started on Gandhi Jayanti, that is on 2nd of October, and it will end on 31st October, that is the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Jayanti, that is 31st October, and 2nd October is the Gandhi Jayanti. So it will be approximately 28 to 29 days. Now what is the aim behind this summit? That is the Vaishvik Bhartiya Vigyanik. It means it is just to bring Indian origin experts in academic institutes and research and development organizations across the world on a single platform to debate upon collaboration mechanism to strengthen academic and science and technology based in India for global development. It means all over the world that Indian origin experts and research and development organization scientists, they can come on the single platform and debate on mechanism to strengthen academic and the science and technology base in India for global development. So this is the main aim, and it is inaugurated by the Narendra Modi ji. So remember what I have been told, all of the things, and these are very important, nothing more, nothing less. Now in the meantime, this become the very important summit because 3,000 overseas Indian origin academicians, and you can say 55 country scientists, and 10,000 residents are also participating in this summit. So this become the very important. And this meeting is related to the scientists. That's why you have to remember India aiming to eliminate tuberculosis by the year of 2025. Just remember, India is aiming to eliminate tuberculosis by the year 2025, and they will discuss under this meeting. So this is very important. It is inaugurated by Narendra Modi ji. So you can see here, that is BEVV. You have to remember this keyword, that is the BEVV, that is Vaishvik Bhartiya and a Vigyanik Summit. So this is the main abbreviation. So it was inaugurated through the video conference, and it is started on the Gandhi Jayanti and will end on the Sardar Patel Jayanti, that is on 31st of October 2020. Moving to our next question. Bank of Baroda Financial Solution partners with which company to launch 4 new variants of Bank of Baroda credit cards? So this is again important thing, because there are a new type of credit cards launched by the Bank of Baroda, but you have to tell me with which company they partner to launch these type of the 4 cards. So this is very important who are preparing for the banking exam, because the news is about the banks, that is the Bank of Baroda, and the 4 type of bank cards, or you can say the credit cards, is launched with the help of the MasterCard. So remember, the answer is A, MasterCard. And these 4 type of credit cards are for affluent customers of the NBFCs, you can say, or you can say first time credit card owners, to specially credit card for the chartered accountants and the cost and management accountant. Remember this word, because many banks are launching credit card, but no bank launched credit card for especially for the chartered accountant and the cost and management accounts. So this is very important. The first bank who launched the credit card for especially for the chartered accounts. So it is the Bank of Baroda. Just remember this news which I am saying. One credit card is known as the Eterna, Eterna. That is the Eterna. Eterna is for the those customers who are not attached with the Bank of Baroda, so that they can attach with the Bank of Baroda. Second is the Savalamban. Second is known as the Savalamban. It is actually an invitation card which targets the low income employees so that they can attach with the Bank of Baroda. Two cards I already told you. It is for the chartered accountant and cost and management account. So this is very important. And what about the Bank of Baroda? Bank of Baroda managing director is Sanjeev Chadha. So remember this, Sanjeev Chadha. And the headquarter is in Vadodara, Gujarat, because it is the Baroda. That's why it is in Vadodara, Gujarat. So Bank of Baroda headquarter, they will not ask. They will ask the managing director. That is the Sanjeev Chadha. You can see in the picture that Bank of Baroda Financial Credit Solution provides 4 type of credit cards with the help of the MasterCard. So these are the 4 type of credit cards. Now moving to our next news. That is the ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research and Biological E Limited, developed purified equine anti-serum. So what is the name of the serum is the equine anti-serum, and it is prepared by the Indian Council of the Medical Research with the subsidiary that is the National Institute of Virology, which is instituted in the Pune, Maharashtra. So it is developed by the ICMR led National Institute of Virology, Pune, with the help of the Biological E Limited. And Virological E Limited is basically you can say Hyderabad based company, and both the companies develop equine anti-serum. It is basically a blood serum high in antibodies against specific antigens like corona antigens, and are injected in humans to help the immune system in fighting specific injection. This anti-serum is prepared by injecting inactivated severe acute respiratory syndrome, that is the SARS-CoV or you can say coronavirus 2, in 10 healthy horses. And after 21 days of immunization, plasma samples were tested, which indicated presence of the antibodies. So this is a very important step which were taken by the you can say ICMR, and it is very helpful for the to tackle the coronavirus. So you just remember this equine anti-serum, and it is a blood serum, very high in antibodies, so that everyone can or every human can fight with the coronavirus or the specific infection of the coronavirus. So this is very important. Just remember that is the equine anti-serum. Now moving to our next question. You can see which ministry launched Tribes India e-marketplace, largest market of the tribal products. So this is very important. You can very easily give the answer, but the news is very important. So the answer is very simple, that it is launched by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. And who is the Union Minister of Tribal Affairs? That is the Arjun Munda. Now what is the purpose behind this e-marketplace, Tribes India e-marketplace? So very simple, this word is the e-marketplace. So it means they want to include the tribal products on the e-marketplace. It means the aim is to include 5 lakh tribal producers like handicraft, handloom, natural food products across the country into the e-marketplace, so that their income can be enhanced, their livelihood can be generated. So this is very important for the tribal groups, and this will include products from individual tribal artisan, even a self-help group of the tribes, and non-government organization who are working for the tribes. And these are very important because tribal groups can be enhanced by this type of the initiative of the government. So this is very important, guys. Remember this, because it is for the tribal, and it is the Ministry of Tribal Affairs who launched this type of the system. And who is the Union Minister of Tribal Affairs? That is the Arjun Munda. Now moving to our next question. You can see in the picture that Tribal Entrepreneurship Development Program by the ASSOCHAM. What about the ASSOCHAM? You can tell me what about the full form of the ASSOCHAM? That is Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India, and they also started the Center of Excellence for this tribal entrepreneurship. So this is very important. Just remember the news which I told. No need to remember the ASSOCHAM. Moving to our next question. Which bank launched a 3 months long nationwide campaign named as Gram Sampark Abhiyan? Mark under very important question. Gram Sampark Abhiyan. And this Gram Sampark Abhiyan is launched by the PNB, that is the Punjab National Bank. And what about the Gram Sampark Abhiyan? So it is a 3-month long nationwide campaign started by the PNB, and you can say it was also it is also started by the Ministry of Agriculture, that is the Narendra Singh Tomar ji, on the lines of the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So this campaign is just to the financial inclusion and the literacy initiative at the village level. There are 4 key aspects of the Gram Sampark Abhiyan. One is the digital, second is the credit, third is the social security, fourth is the financial inclusion. The campaign will be ended on the 31st of December 2020, and it will cover almost 24 states and the villages of the 24 states. So there are 2 things associated with this Gram Sampark Abhiyan. One is the Ministry of Agriculture, second is the PNB. It is started by the Ministry of Agriculture with the help of the PNB, because PNB's semi-urban branches will aim to reach these states or the districts or the villages during the campaign with 2 camps per branch every month, and they will cover the digital literacy, they will cover the credit, they will cover the social security and the financial literacy to the people. So this is the main aim behind this Gram Sampark Abhiyan, so that every person can be communicated in the village level, or you can say at the district level. So this is initiative by the PNB and the Ministry of Agriculture. What about the PNB? This is very important, and PNB headquarters is in New Delhi. What is the tagline? The name you can bank upon. This is very important. The name you can bank upon. And who is the MD and the CEO of the PNB? That is SS Mallikarjun Rao. SS Mallikarjun Rao. Remember this SSM. That is the SS Mallikarjun Rao. Move into our next question, but before that, you can see in the picture that Punjab National Bank launches financial inclusion initiative, that is the Gram Sampark Abhiyan, so that maximum to maximum customers can include with the banking system, so that they can avail the services of the government, or they can avail the products of the Punjab National Bank. Move to the next question. Who has been chosen as the recipient of the 2020 Right Livelihood Award? Mark under most important question. Right Livelihood Award. Mark under most important question. And this Right Livelihood Award is also known as the Alternative Nobel Prize. So this is most important question. This is most important because it is also known as Alternative Nobel Prize. So this award basically was created in 1980, because Nobel, you can say Nobel Foundation, who is giving the Nobel Prizes, refused to create an award for the efforts in the field of environment and the international development. That's why this is known as the Alternative Nobel Prize, and this prize includes 1 million Swedish kroner. It means almost 82 lakh rupees for each person who won this award. And there are 4 person in 2020 who was recognized with this award, that is the Right Livelihood Award. You can see all the person's name, that is first 2 options. So you can see the 4 name, that is the first name is the Alan Beletsky, Nasreen Sutode, Brian Stevenson and Lottie Cunningham. How you will remember? So remember with my name, that is the Ashu Bansal, and BANL, that is the Bansal. So forget about the essay, that is the BANL. So remember this. B stands for the Brian, and A stands for the Alice, N stands for the Nasreen, L stands for the Lotte. So this is remember this news with my name, that is the Bansal. So remember BANL. Nasreen belongs to Iran, and she received this award. She received this award for her fearless activism, and she revolted against the Iranian government for the freedom and the human rights. So that's why she is the first Iranian who won this Right Livelihood laureate. And second person is you can say Alice. Alice belongs to the Belarus, and he basically received this award for the struggle for the realization of the democracy and the human rights in the Belarus. And the third person is the Brian. He is a you can say civil right lawyer in the United States of America, and received the award for his efforts to reform the criminal justice system. Because he's a lawyer, that's why he received this award to reform the criminal justice system and racial reconciliation in the United States. And fourth person is the Lotte Cunningham. He received this award for the contribution in protecting indigenous lands and communities from exploitation. So if you combine all the things, they all are struggling for the human rights, or you can say for the democracy, or to recognize their rights for in the democracy. So all have the same motive. So remember this. All have the same motive. That is the Alice, Nasreen, Brian, and the Lottie. Remember this. So you can see all the four pictures. So you can see in the picture, she is Lottie. She is a Lottie Cunningham Warren, and this person is the you can say Brian Stevenson, and she is Nasreen Sutode, and the only remaining is the Alice Beletsky. So remember all the names; these are important, and by the my name, that is BANL, that is the Bansal, or you can also remember by this Lamb, LANB. You can also remember by this. So moving to our next question. Who received the United Nations SDG Action Award, that is the Sustainable Development Goal Action Award from the United Nations Development Program? So this is very important because the organization who won this award, that is the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal Action Award, it is with the partnership of the government of Punjab for their work on the crop residue management. So remember, this award is given for the crop residue management. And this award goes to the Confederation of Indian Industries, that is the Confederation of Indian Industry, that is the CII. And where is the headquarters of CII? That is in the New Delhi. Who is the president of CII? That is important. Uday Kotak. Remember this. Who is the president of Confederation of Indian Industry? That is the Uday Kotak. That is the president of CII. So remember this. And along with the government of Punjab, and there is one more category in this award, that is the Special Humanitarian Action Award. Special Humanitarian Action Award. Write this. This is very important. So Special Humanitarian Action Award, this award goes to the Sonu Sood. Remember this, Sonu Sood. This is very important because he generously worked for the people during the lockdown. I think you all seen his work during the lockdown. That is about buses, food, everything. That is Sonu Sood. So remember, Special Humanitarian Action Award goes to the Sonu Sood. So remember, Confederation of Indian Industry along with the government of Punjab, and Special Humanitarian Action Award goes to the Sonu Sood. And who is the president of the CI? That is the Uday Kotak, and headquarters in New Delhi. So you can see here, Confederation of Indian Industry, that is the Sustainable Development Goal Action Award by the United Nations, and it is the crop residue for the crop residue management and goes to the CII. Moving to next question. Who launched SS Kalpana Chawla cargo spacecraft carrying 8,000 pounds stuff to ISS, that is the International Space Station? I already covered this news 1 week ago, and I already told you that the Northrop Grumman Cygnus resupply spacecraft, renamed as the SS Kalpana Chawla, that is the spacecraft. And this spacecraft is carrying 8,000 pound stuff. It means almost 3,600 kilogram of the commercial products, or the you can say scientific investigation products, technology demonstration products, or the other cargo to the International Space Station. And this is launched by the NASA. So this is a news in transition, that earlier we covered that which company renamed as Cygnus aircraft or the spacecraft with the name of the SS Kalpana Chawla. That is the Northrop Grumman. And the name is the SS Kalpana Chawla because all you know, she is the first Indian-born woman to enter space and was one of the 7 crew members who died in the space shuttle in Columbia disaster, even when the spacecraft disintegrated during its re-entry into the Earth atmosphere in 2003. So remember, SS Kalpana Chawla, and it is the Northrop Grumman Cygnus spacecraft, and it is carrying 8,000 pounds of stuff to the International Space Station. So remember this, and it is launched by NASA. Where is the headquarters of NASA? Is in the Washington. And who is the administrator of NASA? That is very important. That is the Jim Bridenstine, or his full name is the James Frederick Bridenstine. So remember this. So this is you can see in that is the Kalpana Chawla list of cargo spacecraft. So remember, this is the Northrop Grumman Cygnus spacecraft. Remember this, and it is launched by NASA. Move to next question. Which state started construction of 750 rural stadium? This is a huge, that is the 750 rural stadiums. So tell me which state started the construction of these stadiums? And the state is Punjab, because they want to increase the sport participation, or you can say they want to eliminate the drug participation of the state, and these stadium will facilitate youths to channelize their energy in a constructive manner, so that they can eliminate this drug menace of the state, or they can increase the reputation of the state in the sports areas, that they want to channelize their youth energy in a constructive manner. So they are opening 750 rural stadiums, and they are investing so much amount on that. So the total amount is 105 crore under the Punjab Rural Transformation Strategy and the Tandurust Punjab Mission. So this is very important, and you have to remember the state is the Punjab, nothing more. And Punjab is very important because maximum production of kinnus in India lies with the Punjab. And there is a so much wildlife sanctuaries in the Punjab, like 13 to 14 wildlife sanctuaries in Punjab. One is the Abohar Wildlife Sanctuary. Second is the Bir Padso Wildlife Sanctuary. Most important is the Moti Bagh Wildlife Sanctuary. So this is important. Chief Minister is Captain Amrinder Singh and Governor is VP Singh Badnor. And very important festival of the Punjab is the Lodi and the Baisakhi. So remember these all the things about Punjab. Now moving to our next question. You can see here Captain Amrinder Singh, Chief Minister of Punjab, virtually launched construction of 750 rural stadiums in Punjab. Now, next question is, which state launched Gram Darshan for digital accessibility of Gram Panchayat? Again, the focus on the grams. Again, the focus on the grams. That also PNB launched this type of system. Now it is a Gram Darshan. And the answer is very simple. It is Haryana, guys. Gram Darshan basically is launched to ensure that villagers should have digital access to the details of various development schemes and projects of their village, so that they can put forth their demands to the government of Haryana. So it is just to connect the government and the people of the village, so that they can put their ideas or put their demands to the government of Haryana. So this is very important, because it is just to reach the government at the grassroots level. So it is very important, and it is by the Chief Minister of Haryana, that is Chief Minister of Haryana Manohar Lal Khattar, and Deputy Chief Minister is Dushyant Chautala. And this will also enable the digital accessibility of the Gram Panchayats of Haryana. So this is again very important. So Haryana. So remember, Gram Darshan is by the Haryana. You can see here Manohar Lal Khattar ji, and 6197 Gram Panchayats go digital as Khattar launches Gram Darshan. Khattar means Manohar Lal Khattar ji, that is the Chief Minister of Haryana. So remember this. Moving to our next question, you can see that is the 151st Gandhi Jayanti. Delhi Archives and the HT Media present the launch, the Bapu Unforgettable, that is the coffee table book. It was launched by the Shri Manish Sisodia. It is a coffee table book. It is basically representing the ideology of the Mahatma Gandhi. Also provide the glimpse of the ideology and the philosophies of the Mahatma Gandhi. So remember the book, the Bapu, the Unforgettable. And this book is basically organized by Delhi Archives and the Department of Art, Culture and Language, Government of Delhi. So that's why Manish Sisodia ji, Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, launched this book, that is the Bapu, the Unforgettable. So remember, this is the 151st Gandhi Jayanti. 151st Gandhi Jayanti, celebrated on the 2nd of October. That is known as the World Non-Violence Day, or the International Non-Violence Day. Move to next question. This is again a book, The Very Extremely Most Naughty Asura Tales. So remember, Asura Tales for kids. And this is written by the Anand Neelkanthan, very important personality, Anand Neelkanthan. He was very famous because of his book, that is the Bahubali trilogy. So he was very famous because of his book, because the director S.S. Rajamouli created the movie after this novel, that is Bahubali movie. So this is very important. Bahubali novels, that is the trilogy, also written by the Anand Neelkanthan. So this is very important. So he's very famous writer because of the mythology books. So like Rise of Kali, Bahubali trilogy, Roll of the Dice. So these are the books written by the Anand Neelkanthan. So remember the name Anand Neelkanthan. This time this book is related to the Asura Tales, and it is for kids. So this is to remember, very important. Now last question, and it is from picture, that is the World Day for Farmed Animals. That is on 2nd October. That is on Gandhi Jayanti, World Day for Farmed Animals, and this is celebrated on the 2nd of October every year, and to enhance the needs to treat the farm animals as sentient beings and the importance of the farm animal welfare. The International Animal Welfare Organization, or you can say World Animal Protection in association with Asia for Animals Coalition, celebrate this day. So the organization is important here is the World Animal Protection, and headquarter is in London. So remember, World Animal Protection headquarter in London. So remember, on the Gandhi Jayanti, we also celebrate the World Day for Farmed Animal. This is just to remember as the news is. So this is all for the day, and if you like this video, then please subscribe this channel, and guys, please provide 300 likes so that we can motivate ourselves, and we can create content, or we can make more videos on the different content. So this is our initiative for you guys, because we want that important and the quality content of the current affair will reach at your home. So this is our basic initiative, and it is Affairs Cloud promise that it will boost your confidence on the general awareness section, and it is my personal promise that if you watch this video, or if you watch other videos for 1 month regularly, and if you are reading current affairs PDF regularly, then your current affairs section will go strong, and your accuracy in the current affairs section will go increase. This is very important, and thank you for watching this video, and I hope you will like this video and subscribe this channel and provide 300 likes. Thank you again for watching this video. Take care.